What's up, guys? Thank you for joining me today on Instinctive Addiction Archery. I'm your host, Jeff Phillips. Got a good one here for you today. I hope and pray, as always, you'll find enjoyable, and hope it'll be a help to you. All right, guys, we're going to get right to it. Bowstrings. That's right, bowstrings. Probably the most important part of your entire bow is the string, because the string makes the bow. It changes it dramatically. It does. If you don't have the right string, the right type of string, your bow's never going to perform like it should. It's not going to be what it could be, okay? Now, let me share something with you guys. There are people in the world that are obsessed with perfection. I mean, obsessed. They're driven to perfection, always pushing the cutting edge, trying to figure out what is the very, very best. Well, I'm proud to say that as my friend Trevor Fielder with Triple T Strings. Guys, I spent hours on the phone with him. He's been developing a new string design, and I've got him, okay? I'm going to show you guys what's up with him. And I mean the baddest of the baddest. It is what it is, guys. Straight up, if you're looking for the ultimate string for a trad bow, I honestly don't believe you're ever going to beat these strings. You're not. Let me tell you a little bit about what I know about them, okay? As good as his strings have been, and they have been world class, everybody loves them. D97, great strings. However, good wasn't good enough. Great wasn't great enough. He had to push it a little further and really get to the next level, okay? He's done it. He's done it. He sent me 2 strings, guys, and I'm going to share these with you. I'm going to shoot these things for you. He sent me 2 strings to test out on bows that are almost untamable. ILF bows, okay? And some of your cheap bows are a little, they're a little hard to deal with, and they're finicky about strings. But ILF rigs, by nature, are loud, right? They are. And getting them hunting quiet can be a challenge. And they are high performance bows. So you never want to starve one by putting a limp noodle string on it. Like a B55, really super stretching, non-stretching all the time, inconsistent string. You don't want to do that. If you're going to shoot a rig like that, or any recurve or longbow, you want your string consistent. You don't want it to stretching. Because once you tune an arrow, like a bare shaft tune, you don't want that arrow tune to change. You want it to stay what it is once you get it done, right? Well, you have to have a string that is that kind of consistent that does not change, all right? Triple T strings don't. They are designed and engineered and pre-stretched to a level that they just don't. Whatever you do with them, it's what you've got, okay? Now, what's different about the new ones? You may ask. Well, I'll be glad to tell you guys and what we talked about on the phone. Trevor come up with an ingenious idea. Did a lot of testing. And just for kind of kicks and giggles, he came up with a double silenced string that doesn't rob you because of its size and the material, that doesn't rob you of speed. Because these strings, and we're going to demonstrate. I'm going to shoot through the chronograph, same bow. I'm going to shoot a stock B55 string, and then I'm going to shoot one of his D97s, and it's honestly just as quiet, if not quieter, than the limp string that comes with the bow, okay? So now I'm able to see that, yes, you can have that additional so many feet per second, and we're going to find out exactly what that number is, guys. There's no guessing here. We're going to find out what it is. You can get that, plus at the same time, you can get the consistency. No stretching whatsoever, guys. No stretching. So he come up with a double Dyneema. We're going to run it on a 62-inch bow, ILF, Olympic limb bow, a Santalita Hermit X10 with Olympic limbs. And we're going to run the X10 with 60-inch medium, short limbs, 60-inch bow, my hunting setup. And these are carbon foam limbs. Very difficult to get hunting quiet because they're so high performance, right? Well, you're going to see, guys, how quiet these things are. And we're going to show you what kind of speed difference you get when you upgrade to this level of a bowstring. All right. There she is, guys. Check that out. Bad to the bone. Look at that, man. Look at that. Perfectly round. Absolutely mind-blowing. Beautiful string. So cool. This is a triple T. This is the double spider legs. We've got a double Dyneema. We're going to put on the other one. I cannot tell any difference in the quietness of either one. So it's pretty much a toss-up of whatever you like the best. But I'm telling you, total waterproof. Weather's not going to affect it. These are the strings to run. They are. So if you get your hands on one of these Hermit X10s or anything like it, you want to put one of these strings on, and I will show you why. So let's do a little speed testing right quick, guys. Let me glove up, and I'm going to shoot a 490 grain arrow. Okay, so a 490, and see what kind of speeds we're getting out of this bow at a 27-inch draw. I'm just going to pull my normal draw, what it is, like I shoot all the time. I'm not a 28-inch draw, but we're just going to see the difference. It's not about what the speed is of the bow, because these bows are fast, but how much do you actually gain by upgrading your string? And not only that, it not creeping, not stretching, not changing your arrow tune. Okay, we're going to see, what do you really get? So let's turn the graph on, fire a couple of arrows, and see what's up. Weight arrows right here. These have got 100 grain inserts, 150 grain tips, or 250 on the front. These are right at 500 grain arrows. Hunting weight arrows. 167. Let's see if we can duplicate it. Exact same arrow. Duplicate 167. There it is. Okay, so that's what we're getting. Let's change the string right quick and see what it does, guys. Let's just try it. We'll see how much the gain really is. Okay. Stock string. B55 stock string. This is what comes on the bow. This is what you get from the factory. What come with the bow. What I already had set up and tuned and everything for it. Same thing. They are quiet. I bet you they're no quieter. Because I can already tell you from shooting this bow many times with this stock string, this bow is probably quieter now than it has ever been. And I bet it's faster. There it is. Same brace, same everything. Everything good. All right. All right. Let's see if we have any difference. Any. At all. 162. .163. So we got a 162, 163. I'm going to shoot them again, but I'm seeing 5, right about 5 feet per second difference. Right about 5. And that may not be much. I mean, and it's not a lot. It's not a lot in speed. It's not a terrible amount of speed difference. 5 feet per second does make a difference. 20, 25 yards. It does. But the difference is the elasticity of these B55s. They keep stretching. That's the problem. The more you shoot them, the higher the brace, the knock, goes up because the brace is going in, because the string's stretching. The arrow tune changes. All of a sudden, your arrow's out of tune. It doesn't do what it did before. So when you're not shooting a consistent string, you cannot keep a consistent arrow tune. You cannot do it. Duplicate 163. Okay, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 4 on one, 5 on the others. Okay, so I'll put this string back on, shoot her again, we'll verify it, and that says it right now. Minimum 4 feet per second. That's what we got. So let's change her out. 4 feet per second minimum difference. Yep. So you gain 4 feet a second and you lose all of the unwanted string stretching. All of it. You lose every bit of the unwanted stuff. You do. And there again, I'm running a 7.5 inch brace height on this bow. That's what I run, 7.5. That's what this bow likes best. But it does. Okay. There she is. Good to go. Good to go. Oh, I got one. I'll shoot this arrow right quick. So we were at 163, right? Here we go. 167 again. Okay, so it's 7. See, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4. 4 feet per second gain just in changing your string. And the bow is dead silent. The strings have no difference in sound whatsoever, not any. Wow. Pretty quiet, huh? Yes, it is. Guys, I cannot tell you how happy I am with this string. Absolutely amazing. Check it out. Triple T Archery. This is the brand new design test string that Trevor sent me to try out on an ILF bow, an Olympic limb carbon foam bow that is typically loud in nature. And I just shot it with a 480 grain arrow. Nothing but thud. 45 pounds, 62 inch bow. What is typically a bow that really likes a B55 Dacron string, a limp noodle string, to be quiet and smooth. This is the baddest string I have ever seen in my life. I don't know exactly what he's done to him. I don't know, but I'll tell you right now, whatever it is, it's right. Number one thing, he told me, we talked in depth on the phone for the longest time, guys. He said, I'm going to design 2 strings and send to you, Jeff, to test out on these ILF bows. Let me know how they do, because I feel like I've got it down. I think I've got the best string money can buy that everybody's going to absolutely love. D97, his stretching process, they don't move. They don't. Look how much these things have the perfect amount of elasticity, the perfect feel. But let me tell you, there is no settling, there is no creeping, there is no any of that stuff. When you shoot what we call a limp noodle, which is your factory strings that really have not been stretched, especially anything like his process, yes, they're going to be quiet, but you're going to constantly be adjusting your brace height, because it's constantly going to be stretching and moving in, just like this. It's going to stretch, it's going to move. You can bet on it, it's going to happen, and it's never going to be consistent. So once you establish an arrow tune, What good does it do you to get your bow tuned and get your arrows tuned perfectly, especially with a bare shaft, all of a sudden for your string to stretch and your brace height change, and all of a sudden your arrow's not tuned anymore? Okay, and that really matters with broadheads. So you have to have a consistent string, a real consistent string. Triple T Archery has knocked it out of the park, guys. Trevor is the man when it comes to bowstrings. I'm just telling you, okay? So here was this first string. I am about to grab another identical bow. I've got another X10, Hermit X10, just like this one, just like it, with the short 60-inch limbs. The short limbs makes a 60-inch bow. And I have to pretty much run a Dacron Flemish string on that bow for it to be quiet. I mean, really hunting quiet. I do. I mean, it's borderline, but it's very sensitive. Very few strings are actually quiet, but give me the performance that I need. Okay, now I did test something on the bow. When I put this new string on it, I had to go up a spine. I was shooting 600 spine arrows out of that bow on 44 pounds. I had to go to 500s. It would not shoot a 600 anymore. It was tail left by about 6 inches, okay? So much more performance that I had to go up an entire arrow spine going with the new Triple T string. There's that much difference between any B55 string out there, any Dacron string. So I'm gonna grab the bow, show you guys what it does. Same arrow, same setup, and I want you to listen to it, because as you see, this one is incredibly quiet. This Olympic limbed 62-inch high performance bow is a hunting bow now. I could hunt with this bow all day long and never have to worry about noise. All right, guys, here it is. Double spider legs. All I've done was grabbed a different set of limbs, put it on this same riser. It's the easiest thing to do. That way keep all things the same, all things equal. Okay, these are the short Sandalita Hermit X10 limbs, carbon foam limbs, 45 pounds, exact same weight, same arrow, same everything as we just shot on the 62-inch bow. Okay, now, everybody that's bought these bows, I don't have to tell you how incredible these bows are. They truly are. They are the bomb for $300. They are stallions, okay? Now, they come with a quiet string. They come with a B55 string. They are not D97 strings. That's why they send them, because they're the quietest string. They're like a limp noodle, guys. They are super, super limp. They're soft and they're quiet. But they stretch, and they stretch, and they stretch, and they stretch, and they do not stay consistent. Okay, let me tell you what happened. When I put this string on that Trevor sent me, this new Triple T, I had to completely go up on carbon arrows. Now, I'm shooting aluminums today, okay? So these are basically a 500 spine. These right here are 2016s. So they're like a 500 spine. On my Gold Tip Warriors, I had to go from a 600 to a 500 on the same bow. When I put the string on, my 600s were so weak, it was crazy. The speed was noticeably different, okay? But guys, I want you to listen close. Unreal how quiet this string really makes this bow, and still gives me maximum performance. Unreal. Check it out, guys. Just a thud. I mean, nothing but an absolute thud. It is so quiet for an ILF bow. Just boom. I'm gonna shoot it a couple more times for you guys, and I want you to just listen really, really close. I've got the mic up all the way, as far as it'll go, to pick up every ounce of sound. But this bow has zero vibration. It's just boom. That's all it is. Incredible. To me, it is as quiet, if not quieter, than that B55 that come with this bow actually was. But a whole lot better feeling and shooting. A whole lot. Because the other one felt like a sponge. it just felt like a sponge. It was just too much elasticity. Uh, these strings have the perfect blend. They truly do. Um, and they're not going to move on you. So let me grab them right quick and I'll shoot again. By the way, this bow's just sick nasty. I mean, it's just bad to the bone, I'm telling you. That Sanlita Hermit X10, this is the baddest $300 ILF bow I've ever seen in my life. Anything even close to that kind of money, nothing will shoot with this thing unless you spend a ton. Not gonna be close to it. I told you guys and I stand behind it. I will not back off of it. This is my all-time favorite bow I've ever had. She bad. Tell me. Look at that. That sucker will shoot a gnat's eye out. Tell it. She is just absolutely sweet. Let me shoot an aluminum out of this thing. Shoot it a few times. Big old heavy aluminum. These things have got to be way heavier. I need to weigh them, but I guarantee you they are. They shoot good though. They hit hard. Look at that, dead in there. It don't matter if it's heavier. It don't matter. If you want to shoot a heavier air, fine. It don't matter. Ain't no problem. It's whatever you want to do. Set it up like you want it, man. That's the fun of it. I mean, do what you want to do, but I'm telling you, there it is. Absolutely amazing. Amazing, man. Trevor has knocked it out of the park with this one. Yes, he has.